A casual call from my buddy at the hotel front desk dropped a bombshell. My wife was checking in with someone else, and I was about to walk into a truth I couldn't unsee. I caught my cheating wife at a hotel. My friend worked the front desk. I was sipping coffee in my Chicago apartment, scrolling through work emails, when my phone buzzed with a call from Ryan, my college roommate who now worked nights at the downtown Marriott. "Hey man, you might want to get down here," he said, his voice low and urgent. "Your wife Sarah just checked in, with a guy. Room 412. My stomach lurched. Sarah, a marketing consultant, often traveled for work, and I'd never doubted her. But Ryan's words hung in the air, a silent accusation I couldn't ignore. I thanked him, grabbed my jacket, and headed out, my mind racing with disbelief. At the hotel, Ryan met me in the lobby, his face a mix of guilt and concern. He'd recognized Sarah from photos I'd shown him over beers and noticed the man with her. Tall, with a flashy watch, not her usual client type. He slipped me a spare key card, muttering, "I didn't want to believe it either." I took the elevator to the 4th floor, my heart pounding. Outside room 412, I paused, hearing laughter inside. I swiped the card and stepped in. Sarah froze, mid-laugh, her arm linked with the man, Greg, her new project manager from work. The room smelled of champagne, and a suitcase with his initials sat open. "Michael?" she gasped, her face draining of color. She tried to explain. Late nights had turned into something more, a fling she swore meant nothing. Greg stammered an apology, but the damage was done. I walked out, the key card crumpling in my fist, and drove home in a daze. The next days were a storm of arguments and tears. Sarah begged for forgiveness, claiming it was a mistake, but the trust was gone. I moved into a friend's place, filing for separation, my world reduced to a suitcase and memories. Weeks later, I met Ryan for drinks, needing to thank him for the painful truth. He admitted he'd hesitated to call, fearing it would ruin our friendship. Over whiskey, I realized his loyalty had saved me from a longer lie. I started therapy, slowly piecing myself back together, finding strength in running along Lake Michigan's shore. Sarah reached out once, apologetic but distant, signaling she'd moved on with Greg. As I stood on the lakefront one crisp May evening, the city skyline glittering against the dusk, I felt a quiet resolve settle in. The hotel room betrayal had shattered me, but Ryan's call had set me free. I tossed the crumpled keycard into the water, watching it sink, a symbol of letting go. With each wave, I reclaimed my story, not as a victim, but as someone who'd survived, ready to love again with eyes wide open. Sometimes a friend's courage lights the darkest path to healing.